Okay, peeps. Thank you for coming on here today to the part two of the project. So, just like we did the other day, we did question one and two, and we saw how we went through some SQL queries, and so I will take us through quickly, zoom into the third one, right? To the third question. So as usual, come here, pick the questions. I pick my questions and I come in, paste it here. Yeah. Okay. So this question wants us to create a list of 10 most expensive products that have a product number beginning with BK. Include only the product ID, name, and color. Include only the product ID, name, and color. I think that's simple. So as usual, we have our select statement. So select, and this time we are selecting top 10, right? So we select top 10 and then the top 10 products, right? So top 10 product, top 10 product ID, top 10 product ID, comma, and it says the product number beginning with, okay, so the product ID, the name, and the color. Okay, so it also have the name, comma, and the color, right? And the color as well. Okay, so the color from production, sorry, from production. So let me select production dot product. Okay, then come with our while clause where, so we are saying that the product number should begin with BK, right? Where product where product number, right? Let me scroll down and see if I wrote it. Okay, where product number. So we have like, okay, like BK, right? And this is a wildcard, yeah. So like BK, then we okay, so top 10, right? So let's just include the other by to sort them, right? So sort them by so other by. Can we sort them? Okay, let's just sort them by the list price. Just sort them by list price. So Dex. Okay. Yeah, percent plus that. So we just select it and run it. Okay. So we have our distance here. So let's expand this and see where product number. So name. So all these are products where we have product numbers like BK, right? Products like BK. So let me just include, to clear out this thing, let me just include a product number here to help us see something. So product number, right? And let's just run it again and see something. If truly all these product numbers have BK. Oh yeah, so the product number, they all start with BK, right? Yeah, they all start with BK. So this is it. They all start with BK. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So question number 4. Yeah. So question number 4 will come and copy, come here and paste it. Okay, so this a lot, and let's see how best we can go about it, right? Okay, so the question says create a list of all contact persons where the first 4 characters of the last name are the same as the first 4 characters of the email address. Also, for all contacts whose first name and the last name begin with the same characters. And I went on to say that create a new column called full name, combining first name and last name only. Also provide the length of the new column full name. Wow. Also provide the length of the new column full name. Okay. So let's see how best to go about this. So with this, having read through or gone through the questions, I think would need some joins, concatenations, and would also need some len, and yeah. So let's see how best we go about this. Let's see how best we can go about this. Okay, so as usual, we select and we select. Let me check this thing out. Okay, yeah. So we want all contact persons, right? So we select first name, comma. We select last name, comma, and we select email address. Okay, and it says that we should concatenate, or should join or combine. So concatenation in SQL means we are joining or combining, right? So we use concat. So concat first name, so first name and comma. So this one will more like leave the space between the first name and the last name. So last name, so all this, and we give it alias, right? As what? Full name. Yep. So we are done with this, and it says we should also um, okay, also for all contacts, let's begin with the same. Create a new column, full name, combining last name, and it says we should also provide the length of the new column, full name, right? So we need to also provide the length. Okay, so here we would have to copy this, right? So let me copy this, so Control C, come on to the next one, and I paste it here. So with this we'll nest it. So we'll nest it with the line, this thing. Yeah, nest this with the line. But this time around here will be we can say full name underscore length. Right. Okay, length. Yes. Full name underscore length. Okay. And so now I think we have first name, last name, email. So the email I think is in a different table. Yeah. So let's see how best to go about this. So we bring our form plus form person dot person. Okay, person dot person. So with this person dot person, you could see that since I wrote the person dot person, the red lines under the first name and the last name are gone. So I would give it an alias, right? So let's say P, right? Then we come here, first name, so P dot, which would also represent that's the table that the last name and the first name are coming from, right? Yeah. So come on to, so here we are using joint, right? Yeah. So we now join. Okay, so I type join. So we are joining it onto the person dot email, right? Email address, person dot email address. Then we can give it an alias e, right? So giving it an alias e, you could also see that the red line here has also vanished. So we come here and we give it the e. Yep. So joining it now, we join on common or like we use the foreign keys, right? Yeah, in SQL we have foreign keys and primary keys like the other keys, but these are the two keys that normally help us in joining, especially foreign keys creates that link or creates that will help us to join tables. Yeah. Okay, so we join on so when we look at the two tables, we could see that business entity ID happens to be the, so it's also here and there as well. Yeah, so we join these two. So you can see that now we don't have any red lines, right? Yeah, but we are not done. So we we now introduce our where clause, because the question says that where the first four characters of the last name are the same as the first four characters of the email address, right? So where the first four characters of the last name are same as the first four characters of the email address. And it went on to say also for all contacts whose name begin whose first name and last name begin with the same characters, create a new column. Okay. So left, right. So we join them. So the left expression. So we have to express what various characters, right, and the number that it's stated, right, the number that is stated. So where p dot last name, comma 4, right, comma 4, and what should it return? So left again, email, so email address, address, comma 4, right, close it. Okay, here, close the bracket here, and again we introduce the left, then we state that first name, so this is the first characters, close it, equals left, then p dot last name, so that's another first characters, close it, and now we end our query. Yeah, so this is what the question actually required of us. So let's see what we have if you followed carefully. Okay, so now let's see from our results if it makes sense, right? So the question says you should create a list of all contact persons where the first four characters of the last name are the same as the first four characters of the email. So the first four characters of the last name, 1, 2, 3, 4, so Adam, right, is the same as the first four characters of the email, 1, 2, 3, 4, Adam, right? Yeah. And it also says that for all contacts whose first name, okay, and last name begin with the same character. So for all contacts with first name and last name begin with the same character. Right, so here we have Adams, right? So they are all having the same first characters, right? And it says that you should create a new column called full name. So this is our full name, the new column that we created, right? Combining first name and last name only. So we combine this, okay? First name and last name only. So we have Adams, Alexandra, Alexander, right? And it says also provide the length of the new column full name. So this new column full name, we have to also provide the length of it. So let's count and see if so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. So the length, it includes the spaces. Right. The length includes the spaces. So we have here 10. So this is the length. When you count this would also be 19. Yep. So meaning we have our question solved. That was one good one for the brain. So let's move on to the next question. This was question 4. So let's move on to question 5. So question number 5. Then we'll end here. So question number 5. So we copy, we come here and we paste. So this says return all products subcategories that take an average of 3 days or longer to manufacture. Wow. That takes 3 days or longer to manufacture. So this is simple. So we first select products. So product subcategory ID, right? So product subcategory ID, right? Comma, and let's just look out for the name. So enter from production.product, yeah. From production.product. Okay, yeah. From production.product. So here we group by because we are turning all product subcategories that take an average. So the average here, right, helps us to use the group by function or the group by clause. Yeah. So we come here and so group by product. So let me just copy this. So copy and paste. Yep. So we go by the ones we have there, and we introduce the having clause as well. So having AVG for average, right? Average. So days to manufacture. Yeah, days to manufacture is a column in there. So days to manufacture. Where am I? Manufacture. Yes, days to manufacture. Which is, so it says an average of 3 days or longer. So 3 days or longer. So greater than or equal to 3. Yeah, greater than or equal to 3. Let's see where this is it. Okay. So let me bring the days to manufacture this and see something. So copy, bring it here, paste, also paste. Let's see, days to manufacture. Okay, so greater than 3. So this is the days to manufacture. And so you could see that all these days to manufacture are greater than 3, right? They are all greater than 3 or greater than or equal to 3. So we have the product ID and the product name, the product sub category ID, sorry. Yeah. Oh, there, like that. Yep. So this is it. And I would end this one also here. And we would continue with part 3. Yep, we would continue with part 3. Yeah. So thank you for sticking with me. This is on SQL.